What up? I'm back, bitches. It's been a while. I finally got a haircut. There's a lot going on these streets. But today we're gonna enjoy a little escapism and watch the process behind the mural that you can kind of see behind me. Let's get into it. So what you see me painting over is the doodle grid that I use to kind of give myself a reference point for this mural. And basically you just scribble all over the space that you're gonna cover, and I took a photo of it. I brought that photo into Procreate and I overlaid my sketch or my reference piece over it to use as a reference for, you know, sketching out the mural. And right after that I started blocking in some color with my blue spray paint for the background. So the concept for this mural was based off an ink drawing that I did for Inktober 2019, and I had this idea to bring it to life in color and on a large scale. Yeah, I can't remember the prompt, but I imagine it was something dark and eerie or spooky that inspired this. And I'll insert the original ink drawing here with some blue tones that I added over it. I think when I put it in my drawings book, I gave it like a blue overtone. I was really trying to be precise with this mural, so I was taping up a lot of different sections. And here you see me spraying the darkest layer, and I was kind of experimenting with, you know, fading in lighter tones as we got to the bottom. Now at this stage I didn't have a darker blue spray paint, and I really wanted to create like a darker wash just to give the blue background a little more depth and character to it. So I just kind of started outlining it with like the darkest blue acrylic paint that I had and just like blending it out into the background. Here I decided to give my possessed young boy character a bit of an outline. He's, you know, in the purpose of this mural, there's no real major details going on with him, so he's more of just like a blue silhouette that I decided to outline with a darker blue, just to kind of make him pop off the wall. And then I'll touch up those glowing red, you know, sparkles where his eyes would be. Trial and error begin, and I just start off with a tone that is way too dark for what should be, you know, a gold grill or gold teeth for for this demon character, and I don't like how it's going. I start painting it white all over, then I spray painted white all over, and was just like, I'm gonna have to do this all over again. And I just left it to dry, only to start a new trial with a lot of error process on the eyes. And with the eyes, I was just, I don't know, I was searching for a blend where, you know, the eyelid or the outer eye, like the eyeliner would be the darkest, and then it would just kind of get lighter and lighter as we got into the whites of the eye. And I just didn't like how my acrylic paints were kind of blending on my wall. And I kind of gave up on that and then went back to the teeth. And the teeth, they were a success. You know, I just had to paint it all yellow. Lord knows how many layers of yellow paint this took, but I had to use acrylic because my spray paints weren't working with me. So I'm gonna just let y'all watch this process, and I mean, you could pretty much figure out how I crawled out of the cave of errors here. But yeah, just watch me struggle and then succeed.
That's a story from long ago. And I forgot. Time never stands still. I've gotta go. Punch it.
Would be my last tape-up job. I decided to completely overhaul the eyes, taped up a lot of paper around them, and decided I was gonna apply the blending technique I learned earlier to the eyes by spraying around them in pink and then just kind of lightly spraying the white over it to kind of just like airbrush my way into the middle. And then I resprayed the red part as well. And when I took the tape off, I thought it looked great. And now it was time to, you know, add an outer line or an eyeliner. And yeah, I was really happy with how this part came out. For my last trick, I decided to include a lyric from a Frank Ocean song that has always stuck with me and kind of drives a lot of my work, at least a lot of the times where you see my Night Demon characters. And that line is, "I'd do anything for you in the dark," from the song Siegfried, I believe. yeah, it just fit the vibe of this mural, so I had to write it up top. And now it's time for the biggest reveal ever. Wait for it. And there it is, my first studio mural, aka the first mural in my studio. Very excited to finish it. It took about a week or two, maybe 10 to 12 days, I want to say, as I was working on it here and there. Very happy with the end result. I hope you enjoyed watching the process. Till next time, y'all. Peace. But before you go, I wanted to mention some other very big news. If you haven't heard already, your boy just put out his first of many art books. Muddy Sketches Volume 1 is here. And it is basically a book. You know it's a book. It's a collection of original sketches, ink drawings, and color illustrations created by yours truly during 2019. And for the new decade, I wanted to start an annual tradition of collecting all of my sketch ideas and concepts, illustrations, or ink drawings, and whether they're finished, unfinished, and I want to compile them into a book. This book specifically gives you exclusive access to my creative ideas, sometimes in their rawest form. You'll be able to experience the raw and original concepts and studies that later evolve into large-scale paintings. And for just $9.99, you can become a collector of my creative work and support me on my creative journey. I know you want this book on your coffee table, so we ain't even going to mention the Kindle edition. Well, we just did. The Kindle edition is for sale as well. The digital version for $3.99, I believe. But get you a physical copy, bruh. Buy Volume 1 now, and we'll check back in 2029 to see who has all 10 books. Yeah, Muddy Sketches Volume 1, available on Amazon right now. Go get you. Peace.